I'm Elena, a nutritionist with a passion for healthy gut and hormones. Through personal experience, it has become my life's purpose to help others shine their light through wellness. I want to help you evade burnout, revitalize your energy, boost your mood, and help you achieve your weight and wellness goals so that you are your best self with loved ones and enjoying life to the full. The best part? By supporting the women of today shine their light through wellness, I contribute to the education of children in vulnerable communities. With a new world of technology enabling work and personal life integration even more, there has never been a better time where conscious effort and prioritization of our wellness has been this important. That's why I'm dedicated to help you transform your gut and wellness. With dedication and a can-do attitude, anything is possible. So let's dive in. There are so many different dietary theories and approaches out there, and I know this can be really confusing, especially if you have certain symptoms or have a weight loss goal. Once you Google, you might see various suggestions such as the keto diet, intermittent fasting, plant-based diet, pescatarian diet, Ayurveda, Mediterranean diet, anti-inflammatory diet. Gosh, if I list them all, I will literally be here all day. That's why instead in today's podcast episode, I want to share with you suggestions on how you can decipher what might be right for you. So today I will cover how to navigate through different dietary theories. Before selecting a dietary theory or approach, there are a few considerations that actually need to be applied. The first and possibly the most important is what must always be considered before anything else. That is that we are all bio-individuals. I have mentioned this before, but just a really quick recap of what bio-individuality is. It means each and every one of us are unique when it comes to diet and wellness lifestyle. Just like DNA, what works for me might be poison to you and vice versa. Always bear this in mind when you hear or read about a new approach or a different approach that may have worked for someone else or your bestie, but just consider that it may not work for you. The second consideration is whether you have any symptoms. This can be anything from experiencing bloating, fatigue, inability to sleep at night, digestive discomforts, menstrual cycle challenges, or any other symptom, or perhaps you might even experience stress or burnout. You might be thinking, why? Well, depending on the symptoms you experience, you may have a root cause that specifically needs to be addressed before anything else. For instance, you might want to lose weight, but if you have symptoms of fatigue, bloating, and digestive discomforts, and after conducting evidence-based testing, we may identify that you actually have a grumpy gut, which would mean your grumpy gut may be a huge barrier to you losing weight and needs to be addressed with a specific dietary approach first. Another example may be that you have low iron levels, so this would actually need to be considered in your diet, especially if you decide to become a vegetarian, for instance. Third, give yourself the flexibility to adopt what works for you. This could be a single dietary or theoretical approach, or it can be a combination. For instance, I love Mediterranean diet, and perhaps I'm biased because of my background, but it is what I cook mostly at home. However, I do incorporate what works for me from the alkaline and Ayurvedic approaches. For instance, yes, I mostly eat Mediterranean, not always, but mostly. I apply alkalinity by adding bicarbonate to my water when I feel like my body is a bit more acidic. And I balance out the proportion of vegetables to meat to ensure that I maintain the alkalinity in my body. I also apply some practices from Ayurveda in the morning, such as scraping my tongue to get rid of toxins. From this example, what I'm trying to really highlight is that you don't have to be all in of one approach. Although sometimes this actually may be necessary, for instance, when we're healing from a grumpy gut, you may actually find that elements of various theories and approaches actually suit your bio-individuality best and is actually more suitable for your preferred wellness lifestyle. Now, you might be thinking, well, great, Elena, but how on earth do I know what will work for me? Based on my experience, you may have two options. The first is a trial and error approach. So putting in the effort to look into the different approaches, different styles, pick and choose what works for you. And if you are already thinking this, you are right. This is time consuming. It takes time and patience to look into different theories, pick and choose what you want, and to trial it. Implement it for a while and see how your body reacts to it. Now, I've been there and I've done that. And to be honest, it took me 3 years to get to where I am today. And it's actually what's driven me to become a nutritionist so that I could help you avoid wasting 3 years. Now, the other option, the second option, of course, is that you could seek help from a professional such as a nutritionist who can help you identify the root cause and address it, and based on your needs and preferences, suggest different elements from various theories that can suit you and your preferred lifestyle. Of course, with this, there is still a trial period where you might want to implement the element of, say, adding bicarbonate to your water and see how your body responds. But the benefit of working with a nutritionist is that you get there a lot faster, as they know how to prompt you on what to look out for and can suggest alternatives as well. I would always recommend seeking support when you are trying to make lifestyle and sustainable wellness challenges, especially if there is symptoms that you are experiencing and don't know how to address it. Now, if you want to work with someone to figure out what your root cause may be or what dietary theories may suit your needs and lifestyle to achieve your weight and wellness goals, then DM me on Instagram. The link is in the description of this episode. Or if you're unsure whether you have a grumpy gut, then check out my free grumpy gut self-assessment, which is also in the description of this episode. I hope you all have a gut healthy and wellness week. Thank you for taking the time and tuning in to today's podcast episode. To get a notification for when the next episode is available, hit subscribe. I hope you all have a healthy gut and wellness week.